Well, hello there. We're here at Muglife Coffee Labs in Omaha, Nebraska. They handle everything about your coffee, from the farm to the cup. Come on inside. Welcome inside where all the coffee magic happens. Let's talk to the owner, Matt, about how everything's made.
I'm Matt McCrary. I'm with Muglife Coffee. We have a coffee shop and roastery on 24th and Harney, near downtown. And we supply training and coffee for hospitality events, roasted coffee to restaurants and cafes. And we love hanging out with people and providing hospitality. I'd been making coffee for a long time, and I just wanted to work with a little bit of a different style of coffee that I couldn't find a lot of in town. And I started home roasting on a whirly pop. So your antique whirly pop popcorn maker. Very DIY at home. I got some good feedback from some chefs that were possible accounts, and so we just kind of kept building from there until we were time-sharing a roaster this size and able to provide coffee in large enough scale to start supplying some cafes, and then we started our own cafe. We started as just a husband and wife team. We had some business partners, and we've done separate ventures now, and it's my wife and I that run Muglife. Yeah. I love being in a coffee shop, even if the coffee isn't great. It's a really great atmosphere. We've been here since February 2015. There was a growing desire and a lack of supply for a more small batch roasted, light roast, a more specific flavor out of coffee that you can get with higher quality and smaller farms, and that's what we were really excited about, is engaging with those smaller farms that have really interesting tasting coffee and seeing what we could do playing with those flavors to make something really exciting for guests here in Omaha. So we have some help right now from importers that buy coffee directly from farmers and washing stations. They have a cupping lab where they score all the coffees and then pay the farmers a premium based on those cupping scores. And then we roast it here. It just takes about 15 minutes. It's like cooking a steak. It's just a little stranger than that. So it's a little bit of an odd cooking process. But the cooking fundamentals still apply. You know, it browns up, it gets nice and aromatic, the same way it is when you're cooking a stew or a steak. Some nice food. You know, we do a traditional menu that has like a basic espresso, macchiato, cappuccino, latte, and all those drinks are just different coffee to milk ratios. So the less milk, the more intense that coffee tastes. Those are our primary ingredients. We spend a lot of time talking about our recipes for espresso and for brewed coffee, and our temperature and texture for milk. And when you really get those made very precisely, and you do that with repeatability, you have some really, really great flavor combinations just with your milk and coffee. And since we're rotating the coffee with every harvest, every 3 or 4 months, we like to keep the syrups and fun things simple. We just do a brown sugar simple syrup and let the coffee, actual flavor of the coffee that changes every 3-4 months, kind of dictate the base flavor of our drinks. We do a lot of iced coffee, so nitro infused cold brew. It's like a Guinness texture, a real creamy stout kind of texture on cold brewed coffee. It's just really great. The cold brew itself, we do a shaken espresso is our take on an iced Americano. We just put the espresso in with ice and shake that in a cocktail shaker. You'll have to check one out. It's a really nice upgrade from just a normal iced Americano. We do all pour over coffee, so everything here is made by hand. So we're hand brewing liter after liter of coffee to keep up with the demand. And we love making coffee manually and that engagement of the process and control over the variables. and that's part of the labor of love here at Muglife. To keep tabs on us, we're at Instagram /Muglife Coffee and Facebook at Muglife Coffee, and then our website is muglifecoffee.com.
Now that's a good cup of Joe. Thanks for joining me at Muglife Coffee Labs for this week's Out and About.